know where the tea in China ended up.
Well, the thing is, why weren't we asked to bring it in?
What, missed picking up the sandalwood for Chief Nahiru? How could we disappoint him like that?
If you two barnacles aren't doing anything, how about lending me a hand over here? That is, if you're not too feeble.
What's the matter, Frank? Scare away the help again?
They rode out to the Mariner to make sure we got all of Vinya's liquor for her. And I figure you still owe me for staking you when you first set foot on Tahiti.
You knew a good investment when you saw one.
I knew you had it in you to be the second best trader in the South Seas.
Hey, Frank, are those your men coming ashore?
Yeah. Oh, I guess you guys are off the hook.
Guess we ought to tear ourselves away.
Betty, he's going to reward you with some private stock.
Scotch?
Single blended. There you go.
Cheers, my friend.
There you go.
Thanks again.
It's been maturing 18 years in the barrel. Don't drink it all at once.
My regards to Joanna.
Bet you didn't think an old sea dog like me would get hitched, huh?
No. And I was your best man.
I don't see anything unusual.
No, except it doesn't match the other barrels. And it doesn't come from any liquor cask.
What does it come from?
Well, judging from the smell, this barrel contains nitro.
Nitroglycerine. You sure?
Smell it for yourself, Lieutenant. What else could it be?
Who's using nitro in Tahiti?
As far as I know, the Kali nickel mine for blasting tunnels and such like.
Then how did their nitro get mixed up with Lavinia's liquor?
Kavanagh probably unloaded the nitro and the liquor at the same time and just didn't notice that one barrel ended up in the wrong place.
Frank was far too careful for that.
Well, the evidence suggests otherwise.
Then I suggest you consider more evidence.
And while we grieve the loss of a dear friend and devoted husband, we take comfort in the knowledge that Frank Kavanagh has found peace with our Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen.
I don't know how I'm going to get through this.
With God's help, and with ours.
But I don't understand how this could happen.
No one does when tragedy strikes. That's why we need faith. It comforts us when explanations come.
I wish I could feel that.
You will. You will.
Just give it time.
Give me some time, too. I'll find out what happened.
Promise?
Promise. You okay?
What?
Sorry, didn't mean to start. What's wrong?
Nothing. I know what I've lost doesn't compare to Frank losing his life, but I'm about to lose the bar and everything else I own. You know how it works. I use all my available cash to buy the liquor, and then I make it back at the bar. Now I've lost the liquor, and I don't have the cash to replace it.
What's about to loan?
I've wired the bank all morning. My credit's tapped out.
Maybe we can take something out against the rattler.
David, I know you mean well. The only person less solvent than me is you.
How long can you last?
Maybe 2 weeks?
We'll think of something by then.
Let's be realistic. It's better that way.
Hey, stranger.
Stephen! What are you doing here?
I felt like fresh mango.
I mean in Matavai.
I used to live here, you know.
That was a long time ago. Before you became prominent businessman Stephen de Geur. I thought you'd forgotten the way home.
Never. You headed for the bar?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I could use a cold one.
Yeah, you'd better hurry. I'm not sure how many I have left.
I heard about your shipment. Can I help?
I'll be fine.
No, you won't.
Who told you? Mauriri?
No, Mauriri's never told on you, not even when we were kids. Just know this industry, that's all, and I know that without financing, you're going to go under. Let me give you some cash.
No, I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable about accepting money from friends.
We made a pact, didn't we?
Pact?
You, Mauriri, and I, that we would stick together no matter what.
We were 8 years old.
So, it still counts. Is Mauriri still partnered with Grief?
And you no doubt think it's still a bad idea.
No, I just told him he'd be better off with a silent partner.
Grief's not exactly the silent type.
Is he still your partner?
Oh, that's been over a while now.
Stephen de Geur. When did you haul your sorry khakis out of Sydney?
I've still got offices there, but business keeps me on the move most of the time. Then I guess you'll be leaving soon. How goes it, Grief? I'm still around. Let's hope we can say the same about this place. Look, I've offered Lavinia some help just through a hard time. Can you please convince her that that's what old friends are for? How exactly do you plan to help? I thought I'd buy the place and turn it into an opium den. Look, I have the funds to restock the bar and to refinance the mortgage, and I'm sure I can help triple the profits around here.
How?
Well, I'd start by getting you the best rates for buying and shipping liquor. Look, it helps to have contacts in this industry. I gotta be somewhere. Can we talk later?
All right.
Catch you later, too.
Lavinia, don't go to bed with this guy. I mean financially.
David, I have to consider it. It's either that or close down. Unless you can come up with something.
What? I think you're reading too much into Stephen's offer. Hey, the man's an old friend and he's always been generous. End of story.
If he's such a good friend, why doesn't he just lend her the cash and be done with it? Don't be naive, Mauriri. You want something from her.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe Stephen does want something from Lavinia, and I don't think it's business. And I don't think you like it one bit.
You think I'm jealous?
I think you're human.
It's not jealousy.
Now who's being naive?
Excuse me, Mr. McNiff from over at the Carly Nickel Mines?
Yeah, I'm the manager.
David Grief. Can I ask you something? It's about your nitro shipments.
What about?
You import for blasting, right?
Yep.
Do you know Frank Kavanagh?
Sure, we used him quite a bit.
And I guess you lost your entire shipment. In the explosion. 4 days ago?
4 days ago, we haven't ordered any nitro for over a month.
Thank you.
Free for supper.
Where are they?
Who?
Your minions. The ones who put all of this together.
Don't ruin the magic. I couldn't imagine you doing anything else.
Thanks a lot.
What I mean is I can't imagine you being anything else but in charge. That's who you are. We're alike.
I never had your ambition.
Then give me that. You want just as much out of life as I do.
Maybe. But you can afford a lot more of it.
Doesn't really mean much when there's no one to share it with.
Oh, I'm sure you're not lacking for companionship.
No, but that's not the same as an equal. Someone who I can share my success with.
Did anybody ever tell you you say all of the right things?
Is it working?
Ask me after a few more glasses of champagne.
The Carly Nickel Mines didn't order any nitro. I just found out from the manager.
Well, I suppose it might have been for some other customer.
Well, have you checked the manifest on Frank Kavanagh's ship?
First thing this morning.
Was any nitro listed on it?
According to the information I have on hand, no. Kavanagh was not carrying any nitro.
And if he wasn't carrying it, and no one ordered it, where did it come from?
So you've been to the marketplace and to Lavinia's?
And the government building. I've been hanging around in plain sight for days now.
Good. If they'd suspected anything, they would have hauled you in by now.
I told you, no one saw me near the explosion.
Well, it's better we know for sure.
Better for you. I'm the one that goes down if you're wrong.
Well, that's why I pay you so well, Clyde. Speaking of which... it's more discreet than gold or currency.
Just the way you like it.
What I like is that I got two for the price of one. I got Frank Kavanagh's liquor shipping business. And an entree into Lavinia's bar.
And an entree into that sweet thing behind the bar.
You watch that mouth of yours. She is not like the rest.
I've killed men for less.
So have I.
Now tell me, where do we stand with the liquor suppliers?
Bestella pulled out a week ago, and Lyle just closed up shop.
Excellent. That'll help with the bars that I've targeted and the cooks in Samoa. And the key is to control every stage of distribution, from distillers to shippers to bars. And pretty soon, anyone who has a drink anywhere in the South Seas will help me profit.
Thanks for combing through all these.
No, not at all. It's always good to check out the competition. And you're right. I found quite a few stories about accidents involving liquor shipments. Here's one about a shipment that was destroyed in a dock fire in New Caledonia. And here's one about a schooner that went down off the Cooks with a full load of rum. Also, I'm not sure if you're interested, but a distillery burned to the ground last week in Samoa.
What's the total?
In the past 2 months. Nearly a dozen all over the islands. Liquor seems to be a dangerous business these days.
You're not wrong there. Has anything happened with De Geur liquor supplies?
I could look more if you want.
No, don't bother. I'm sure they've been spared.
I'll see you and I'll raise your tent.
Ah, confident, aren't we?
Just shut up and play your cards.
Barkeep, can we get a couple of coolies?
Way ahead of you.
Here you go, gents. How about dealing me in?
So, Stephen, what's this I hear about you owning a yacht?
Galatea? I wouldn't call it a yacht. Not the Maritime Commission. You pay all those taxes.
Why not? You can afford it. Business is booming. The liquor business, anyhow. From the Cooks to the New Caledonia.
How many?
4.
1. I know what you're up to. And I'll prove it.
Dealer takes 2. Well, why don't we make this interesting?
Yeah? What do you have in mind?
Well, where's the fun without the risk?
There goes our friendly game of cards.
Well, you not up to it?
I'll see you. And I'll raise you 1,000. Good thing we sold off the sandalwood, eh?
This money was supposed to last a lot longer than a day.
Oh, you've little faith. Are you in?
You call.
Full house, kings over 10s.
All I got's a lousy pair of 8s. Two of them. I don't want your money, Grief. I just want you to remember who let you off the hook.
Back off, David.
Lavinia, stay out of this.
I think you should listen to Lavinia's advice.
I don't play favorites in here. You should know that.
You could have fooled me.
Leave now, before there's trouble.
Open your eyes. He's the one who's trouble. Oh, and don't forget about your little sidekick over here. The unobtrusive one.
Sorry.
David,
What? Oh, sorry.
is this a bad time?
Oh, not at all. What have you found?
I've been through all of Frank's paperwork, but I can't find any invoice for nitro.
I didn't think you would after the manifest.
Is there any record of nitro being shipped in?
No, Morley's checked.
Then this is another dead end.
Well, not if we find out who supplied the explosive. Any idea where Frank would get it from?
Several places. But sometimes when he needed it quickly and it wasn't a lot, he wouldn't import it from overseas. He'd use a smaller supplier on Tahiti.
Who?
Peter Daniels, in Napuli.
On the far side of the island. Right.
I can't thank you enough for your generous donation. The children's school can never do with enough books and supplies.
Well, it was Lavinia's idea.
It was your money.
Well, it was Grief's money, as a matter of fact. Part of it, anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry, Con. It's a long story.
With David, it usually is. Thank you. Nothing else.
Next order of business.
What's this?
It's
from the bank. If you want, I can assume the mortgage on your bar. All you have to do is sign this. But remember, I'm going to be a lot more flexible than any bank.
Fine. I'd be happy to rent your horse if you just tell me where you're going.
And what I'll be doing. Forget it, Isabel. I'm not in the mood.
Ah, you're in a vile mood.
I have my reasons.
It's one thing to be kicked out by your ex-lover, but to be kicked out of the only bar in town, that's a bad day.
Yes, well, just don't make it worse.
You sure you should be going alone?
I think I can handle it. Besides, Mauriri's busy.
Busy?
With his old pal, De Guer.
De Guer? Isn't he the one that's after Lavinia?
Or after a bar. He's more your type anyway. Filthy rich.
Oh, give me more credit than that.
Why?
Because maybe I'm interested in other things.
Arrogance, cunning, ruthless ambition. He's got all those.
Well, you're real enamored of the guy.
Please, don't tell me you think I'm jealous also.
Are you?
No. But since everyone's accusing me of it, I ought to get out of town. Clear my head a little.
I really do need to know where you're going, in case the horse doesn't return.
I'm off to Napoli. I'll be back with him by tomorrow.
Sorry to hear about Kavanaugh. I kind of like the guy. He paid in advance, you see.
He's a good man. Did he pick up any nitro recently?
No. No, not recently. No, not in the last month.
Did anybody buy any nitro in the past week?
Now you're talking recent. Let's see. Yeah, it was a guy picked up a barrel.
Did you catch his name?
Lost me there, pal.
Do you remember what he looked like?
Yeah, he was a tall, blonde-haired, greasy-looking guy. Fierce eyes. And he had a bug tattooed right here. And you couldn't miss the shark's teeth he had around his neck. If you ask me, he killed them sharks with his bare hands.
Yeah, well, they didn't stop there.
David, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I was out riding and needed a water flask. Lost mine on the trail. Did you get what you came here for? Are you going to tell me anything?
Nope.
The bullet's still in there. It's got to come out. I'll be right back. Don't you dare die while I'm gone.
Mauriri, is David below?
I'm sorry, Joanna. David isn't here.
Do you know where he is?
I haven't seen David since lunchtime.
I thought you two were attached at the hip.
Not always.
I have something he's looking for. Maybe I could leave it with you.
This'll help numb the pain. It's not hurt, David. Don't fight me. Put it down hard.
It's the suppliers Frank shipped liquor for. David was very curious about it.
Well, from the look of it, Frank did business with every distiller in the South Seas.
Pretty much. That is until some of them hit on hard times.
What do you mean?
Well, as I was putting the list together, I realized that everybody's gone out of business in the past few months, except Simon McKevitt.
But I thought Frank was still shipping a lot of liquor.
He was, for McKevitt, and for bars like Lavinia's. But even that was starting to fall off.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Careful, careful. You were shot, remember?
Vaguely.
Didn't slow you down any.
We didn't.
You don't remember?
I wouldn't forget.
Don't you remember me telling you to bite down hard?
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
Can I just ask you one question?
What?
Was as good for me as it was for you?
Don't worry, nothing happened. Your chills got so bad, I was afraid you wouldn't make it through the night. It's the only way I could think of to keep you warm.
The only way?
Well, let's see. I could have cut open my horse and put you up inside. But you wouldn't have had as much fun waking up.
Now, that's a good point. Where are my things?
Your things.
I've got to get back.
Why?
Well, now I know who Daguerre really is. I've got to warn Lavinia.
Why bother? As long as Daguerre's keeping her afloat, she won't listen.
She'll listen to me.
Yeah, like she did in the bar yesterday.
Well, I didn't have crucial information yesterday. Or a souvenir bullet.
All of which will probably get you banned from the bar until the next century.
I'll take my chances.
Suit yourself. I guess you'll be needing these. Unless you're more persuasive without them. Do you have any idea how you sound? How could you possibly accuse Stephen of having anything to do with Frank's death?
Simple. Frank didn't ship the nitro that killed him, and neither did anybody else. And the only nitro supplier on the island sold some to Daguerre's henchmen right before Frank died. You put it together.
You already have. But that doesn't make it true.
Then look at what Daguerre stood to gain. He's probably already picked up Frank's liquor shipping business.
At worst, Stephen is benefiting from another's misfortune.
He's causing the misfortunes, then benefiting from it. It looks like he's been doing the same thing with liquor shipments all over the islands.
Tell me you have proof.
I took a bullet. It's got to be proof enough that Daguerre's men think I've been getting too close.
How is the shoulder?
You'll be fine.
Good. Because I don't care who you think shot you. The fact is, you have no idea. There are too many people out there who would love to take a shot at you. I should know. I patched you up enough times. Let's get one thing straight, all right? I don't want to hear any more wild accusations about someone I care about.
Lavinia.
No!
It's the bar he wants, not you. The rest is icing on the cake.
You may not like what is going on between Stephen and I, but don't doubt that it's real. Damn you. Damn you.
Hey, stranger.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd surprise you.
You can do that by finding me downstairs.
I get this feeling I'm not welcome here.
Are people welcome in your home without an invitation? Who is it?
It's a dastardly villain begging for your forgiveness.
Come in. You're forgiven.
Now, would you like to tell me what's wrong?
I just had an argument with David.
Brief?
Mm-hmm. Actually, it was about you. He has some crazy idea that you're involved in the explosion that killed Frank Kavanagh.
Did he say why?
Something to do with you wanting Frank's shipping business. David seems to think you want the entire liquor industry all to yourself.
What do you think?
I think he's jealous of your success.
I think he's jealous about what he's lost. And what he knows I want.
Well, well, what happened to you?
I had a little run-in with a bullet in the pulley.
There's nothing. Just as long as you can still pull your own weight. Joanna paid me a visit while you were gone. Seems like only Sam and McKibbert is still operating. All the others have gone out of business over the last several months.
Are you saying Daguerre is the only liquor distributor besides McKibbert?
Yeah, I guess I am. Stephen always seems to have a knack for outlasting the competition.
Uncanny, isn't it?
Yeah. Uncanny.
Then let's sail over and find out if this McKibbert has anything to say.
Why wasn't it locked? McKibbins?
You realize what this means, don't you?
Someone couldn't wait for McTivitt to get out of business the old-fashioned way.
He's the last one left. Now the girl has a hold on the whole liquor supply business.
You still think your old friend is just a terrific businessman?
There's no denying Stephen's a terrific businessman. He'll stop at nothing to succeed, even if that means killing off the competition. I just don't see how we can prove anything, David.
Unless we get Daguerre to come after us.
Us?
What if we took over McCavin's old place?
There's one slight problem, partner. We don't know a thing about supplying liquor.
Maybe we don't need to.
Have you seen this?
Isn't this what passes for a newspaper around here?
Take a look at the back cover.
Obviously somebody who doesn't know anything about this business. Have you seen the prices here?
Not bad.
What are you talking about? They're too low. How can anybody compete with this and stay in business? Look, you were supposed to have this locked down. McKivitt was supposed to be the last of the bunch.
I didn't know someone else was going to take it over.
Yeah, well, now you do. So you find out who these idiots are and get rid of them? You blow the place up and make sure it doesn't happen again?
You want the usual?
Be creative. I don't care as long as they're dead.
Are you running this place now? Who's in charge? Look me in the eye when I talk to you. Grief. Watch it. One stray bullet and we're history. Both of us.
Nitro?
Gunpowder. Safer to transport around these back roads.
Thanks for the help.
What was that about looking me in the eye? Give me one good reason not to fire into this and let you die the way Frank died.
I can't.
You're not afraid to die, is that it?
I get paid well not to be.
It's not you I want. You're just the bullet. I want the man who pulls the trigger.
did we do tonight?
We? A bundle. I'll check the receipts in the morning. David, we're closed. Can this wait till morning?
I'm sorry, I can't. We need to talk.
Go ahead.
In private.
Well, I think Lavinia can hear anything you have to say. As I understand it, she already has.
Very well. I know you've destroyed liquor shipments from here to Australia. I also know you've driven our suppliers bankrupt all over the islands. Problem is, I can't prove it.
Well, it doesn't sound as though you have much to say then.
I didn't. Until Mauriri and I set ourselves up at McKevitt's. Now we have a few things we can prove. Like how my good friend Frank Kavanagh was killed for his shipping business. McKevitt killed for his distillery. And me ambushed because you just don't like me.
What proof?
Clyde's in custody. He's confessed to everything.
Did you know what he was up to?
It's irrelevant.
But did you know?
It's irrelevant. Well, Clyde must have acted on his own.
That is not an answer.
Look, it's an answer if I say it is.
Stephen.
Let's not make a big deal out of this, okay? And you keep in mind as well that I own this place now, so I can run it with you or without you. It's my choice. Really, I guess when it comes down to it, the only person you can count on is yourself.
I know what you mean. Take Clyde. You can't rely on him to stick to your deal. Now he's saying he didn't work alone. He was following your orders.
He wouldn't say that.
He's already done it. They've granted him full immunity. So justice can be served on you.
It's over, Stephen.
It's over. When I say it's over.
Was I a fool?
Well, that's a no-win question, if ever I heard one.
Why couldn't I see Stephen for who he was?
I think you did, in a way.
No. I saw the daring boy I grew up with. The one who wanted to seize life and share it with me.
He was still in there. You just missed the rest of him.
That tends to happen when I see only what I want to see.
I'll let you in a little secret. It happens to the best of us. I miss something too. I think Daguerre really did care about you.
So I wasn't just another trophy he was trying to collect.
Don't take this the wrong way, but the world is full of easier trophies than you.
Meaning?
Meaning you're too much work for someone who doesn't really care about you. But this way, I mean. At least you know the men who do pursue you have strong feelings for you.
So all I have to do is choose wisely. How?
Well, I don't know exactly. But the way I like to look at it is, sometimes you just need to know which star to steer by.